Do you want the ability to make complete chord progressions with a click of a button that sound like this? Or this? Or this? Then look no further than this Max for Life device called Chordprinter. Now, my name is Jan, and I'm the developer of Chordprinter, and in this short video, I will show you some capabilities of this device. To get started, we mount Chordprinter on any MIDI track of our choice, we click the Open button right here, we select a desired MIDI track, like let's say this one, we create a MIDI clip, we select that MIDI clip and we click Print. We have successfully created our first chord progression in the key of C, octave 2, scale major. Now, this chord progression is nothing to write home about, so if we want our chord progressions to actually sound good, we have to play around with these parameters. So, let's switch to the basic mode. The basic mode only has bare essentials necessary for creation of chord progressions. So let's select, let's say, key of F, octave, let's leave it at 2, scale minor, and let's toggle this squish parameter, which compresses notes of the chords so they can stay closer together like this. Or like this. Let's leave it at that. Let's listen to the chord progression once again. Now, I'm not really feeling the last chord, so let's toggle back to random and click Print. Now, this sounds much better. So, like this, we can tweak individual chords to get to something that sounds as we desire. Now, clicking lock chords again, we now have chord progression that comprises of the 5th chord, the 1st chord, the 4th chord, and the B third chord. Now let's keep this chord progression and have a look at the advanced mode. In the advanced mode, we can switch between basic triads, like we have right here, or 7 chords. Let's have a look. And unsquished. Let's keep basic triads. We can also adjust the type of each chord individually, meaning we can pick from the huge selection of these advanced chords, starting from the most basic ones, like transforming our 5th minor chord into a major chord. Now let's leave it at its basic minor position. Or we can select from even the most crazy jazzy chords, like this one. Now let's put it back to its basic position. The most fruitful feature in the advanced mode is, in my opinion, this selection of voicing intervals. Now what they do, and you can always see a description for each voicing interval algorithm right here, is that they adjust the voicing of each chord respective to the chord that precedes it or follows it based on how the algorithm dictates. So let's select this last chord trim algorithm and see what it does with our chord progression. Now let's select another one. Let's say this one. Now we can see how selecting a different voicing algorithm completely transforms the vibe of the entire chord progression. For the remaining features, we can add a bass note to each chord in our progression, like let's say here. Or we can change the distance between each note in the chord, let's say with this one. If you are not certain what each feature does inside Chordprinter, you can always find the description inside this Ableton Live's info view upon hovering on each select field. Now if you're thinking, hey Jan, this is cool, I want more chord progressions in my life, you can purchase Chordprinter at Gumroad, which is this site right here. And you can visit this address, which will be left in the description of this video, and purchase Chordprinter for $14. Now to finish this video, I'm going to perform a quick live demonstration of what I would do if I wanted to make a chord progression for a, let's say, liquid funk drum and bass track. So I have my beat right here. And now let's make some chords. I'm thinking G, minor, let's do squish, and let's start with the first chord. Let's go. I like the first two. Now let's switch to fourth one. Let's keep this one. Now I'm thinking maybe add a seventh chord. Let's play around with voicing intervals a little bit. I don't know, maybe this one. Alright, maybe switch the second chord to something else. Maybe the first chord. Yeah, let's keep first. Add a bass note. And I think we have it. So there we go. Within less than 3 minutes, we've made this entire chord progression that can serve as a basis of our track. Now we can play around with it as much as we like, since it is a MIDI clip that already sits inside our Ableton Live. We can take any part we want, we can change the rhythmic variety, we can play with the notes as we want, and that's what Chordprinter really is capable of doing. It can jumpstart your track and give you ideas very quickly, get you out of your writer's block or anything else you can do with simple chord progressions like this. And with this, I wish you happy producing.